For those who are joining, I'm very glad that you are here because I will share a couple of things that we are kind of like working on, and more than that, also some of the things that are happening in NewHope Global community in many different ways. And I'm sure that this is going to trigger some questions. This is going to trigger maybe some even like the things that you might be expecting in the future and all those kind of stuff. First of all, to give you just a little bit of, I have not been to this Tuesday's training for a few weeks, so I'm sure that I can give you some of the things happening all around the community on that part as well. And then, like I said, we're gonna go into some things I have prepared for you. But first of all, as I see some people from different countries here as well, I think the biggest question right now is always been when our new so expected product, which is called UGlow, which is like part of the I don't like to call it collagen again, and you heard me saying that many times because it's not just collagen, because it have way over than just a collagen ingredient by itself. But I know there has been a question that when is the UGlow going to be available? I would like to say the same as we did it when I think it was about 3 weeks ago that we had this UGlow call, and we presented this product and so on. Is that we expect it in the first days of November to be starting shipping, and that's basically still on track pretty much. If everything is going to go by the plan, maybe even by the end of this week, the product is going to start shipping from our warehouse in Slovenia. So those who've been asking, or maybe your customers been asking, we are pretty much on track. We are not always on track, but I think on this one we pretty much are on track, the same as we discuss all the time. So those of you guys who are listening and want to send any information to your teams later on and so on, the product is going to be shipped soon in the next few days probably. But more than that, also at that point, and we're gonna let everybody know like a day ahead, but at that point also the regular price of the product is going to start getting into the effect. So those who are also listening to that, just note this down, that until then there is still a discounted price for UGlow, but then after that the price is going to go to a regular price. So those of you guys who still have some people who maybe like said like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna wait until really is going to be shipping because I just want to get my product immediately, that's probably now one of the last days of the time that you can actually still get them some extra discount on this product, but still shipped fast. So that's pretty much on that part. Now also for those who are maybe listening here and have or either you live in Serbia or like have some customers living there as well, that also on the Vita-C that is basically going through the customs in Serbia for it to be available there as well. That's also still ongoing. We expected really like last week based on usually like how the time goes, but it seems like the customs clearance is taking a little bit longer right now when it comes to the analysis of the products, and most likely it's because it's kind of like the end of the year and everybody is ready to stock up and all those kind of stuff, and it seems like that with that maybe the things are going a little bit slower as well. So that's the update on that. Okay. Now, aside of that, also those who are maybe like, I don't know, living in Macedonia, if anyone have the customers there, I'm sure you do. That also applies to that. So Vita-C is on the way there. I also see Oyabola here that she's from Nigeria, so I can also give a quick update if we're already like kind of like giving the update on the products and all those kind of stuff. And I see Amabela here as well. Which I know Bella lives in Italy, but I know that she also do have customers in Nigeria as well, and so on and so on. But it's in Nigeria, as you guys know, all of you who are here and working on that market, we have Refine and Enhance available there. And as I was already talking to some of you guys, we are actually creating some special plan for that market in the next months as well, that we believe is going to help everybody of you to not just build a huge business globally, but also like build a huge business locally with really, really good stuff that is going to come out. So that's kind of like a quick overview on like kind of like a logistics operations part as well. Now, aside of that, and I said I have so many things that I can share and so many updates. But our IT team is also doing a lot of things right now when it comes to making sure that everybody who is not just a partner, but also the customers who just wants to come to our website and place their orders, use our website and all those kind of stuff. Just wanted to always make things better, always improve things, always listen to the customers, to you guys as partners, what is happening, what is going on, where we can do the things better, and so on. I just wanted to give you kind of like a general overview where we are and where we are going and what we are doing. Specifically, we have set up some of the goals on when it comes to the website and when it comes to the usability of the website and so on. When it comes to not just stability of the website and the easier way of every local market to be able to use the website, but more than that, also we are having already like a lot of like expansion plans, ideas, some of the features that are going to be coming out. Like sometimes even like every week might be something, sometimes it might be like once in a while, depends on how big feature something, how long does it take and all those kind of stuff to be developed. But those of you guys who are listening, and some of you might not know that, is one of the great privileges and advantages we have as a company is that we own 100% of our software. It means we are not responsible. I mean, or let me better say that we are not kind of like needing to wait for someone to develop their software because we will be one of the users of the software or something like that. No, we are, and I would probably say that sometimes maybe we don't even say it enough, that basically this is very rare, specifically when you're going to be part of like maybe like a company that is not, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years old company or something like that you're going to see someone basically owning and developing their own complete IT system and the software and all those kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if that's connected with my background, because I did study the IT, so maybe that's something that I always understood, like, what's a big advantage of like owning your own software. But other than that, I think it's a great tool and advantage for all of you guys as partners to know that we can do things very quickly. We can do things like, in a matter of, sometimes even a few minutes is something is very, very important. And I'm sure that many of you who are listening to that have already testified that it's not that like, oh, this is not okay right now. We need to wait for tomorrow or for like whenever, whatever the software company have time or something like that. No, we have our full-time IT. That means we have our own full-time developers that are actually working with us all the time. And what that means basically is they can quickly do a lot of different things. Now, those of you guys who are listening right now, I'm sure that you noticed that last week we have done one kind of like I call it like a small improvement, but I think it's very nice. More than anything, it's like a visual improvement on our partners' website. How many of you have seen it? Put number 1 in the comments if you have seen this specific improvement. And what I'm talking about there is basically a little bit different presentation of your business, specifically when it comes to what we call some of the KPIs, which are like key performance indicators. What that basically means, it means that how are you doing in your business? What are your next rank advancement requirements? Then also those of you who are partners, you might not see that, but we have greatly improved also the way how someone, let's say, for example, create their own link. And then once they create their own link, they have like a complete guide, like, for example, how the rewards plan works. They even have like a rewards plan inside to basically break it down immediately. And then they have also, for the link and what they need to do, qualifications. That means they need to have their personal, or they need to have 2 personally sponsored customers. It shows them the progress, it tracks everything. So those of you who have not seen it, because obviously if you're a partner, you don't see what are the qualifications for participant, for example, or for a partner on your own profile, right? But I'm sure if you work with your new potential partners, or with people who want to become partners and so on, at some point you're gonna see it, right? And you're gonna see some of those, I would say, the improvements that are there. And again, this is just something to show you that much more things like that is going to be coming as we go forward. Now, I want to talk to you also quickly on one thing, and it's something that basically our IT has been working on for some time, but I think I heard from some of you that this morning, for a few minutes, I guess, it was also available in some of your partner offices. So some of you have seen it, and then you ask me, and I received a couple of messages on that, like, hey Dino, what is that option all about? Is that is that a mistake, or like what's happening? Do we have something new in the company and all those kind of stuff? So I'll just quickly like give you a little bit of overview, kind of like here, like explanation, like a vision behind that, so you can kind of like know what's going on, what's coming, what's expecting, and all those kind of stuff. So how many of you have heard about kind of like if I want to call it lead generation system? Put number 3 in the comments if you ever heard about lead generation system. Anyone heard about lead generation system? Alexander did. Anyone else? Anyone else heard about lead generation system? Oyabola did. Okay, great. Anyone else heard about lead generation system? Stefan did as well. Okay, great. So as its name says, basically what it is like you want to generate more leads, right? And why are the leads important in our business? What do you think? Why are the leads important in our business? They're important because they are the path for more customers and for more potential business partners, right? If you have no one to talk to, or if you do not talk to no one, you cannot expect more customers or business partners. Is that correct? It's like you can't expect to have 10 customers if you ever spoke about your product to just 3 people. It's just a simple basic principle. It's a law, right? You cannot get more than you have put in, right? This is not like it's not like a, how would say, multiplication system that just comes out from nowhere. No, you need to put the work in, right, for order for you to be able to get the results out. So if you want to have 10 personal customers, at least you need to talk to 10 people. But we all know that most likely if you're going to talk to 10 people, you're going to have 10 customers. You might have, if you're really good in it, or if you talk with really good people at that point, you might have 7, you might have 8, you might have 9, you might have 6. But there might be cases when you're going to talk with 10 and you might have 0. I'm sure that we are all aware of that. That's how the calculation works, right? How the math works, how the law of communication works. But on the other side, we will never know what the result is if we will never try, right? So what we are developing, and for specifically for the future, is we are developing a simple but very powerful lead generation system. What does that mean? It means, for example, let's say you talk with someone, right? And you try to give them the information. First of all, the quality of your information is going to determine how interested the person you talk to is. Would you agree with me on that? Based on your quality of information that you broadcast to this specific person is going to greatly impact the interest of the person you talk to. The second thing is that it depends how much knowledge you actually have about it. You can give great information, but if you are limited with the knowledge about this specific topic, this can also greatly impact the interest of the person you talk to, right? So we have two very, very big variables that, based on our years of experiences, a lot of people are lacking and are messing it up big time. How many of you can agree that whenever you bring like a new person into your business that also says, I want to build this business, number one, they are excited. If they wouldn't be excited, they would never even join the business, right? But second of all, excitement does not create results by itself. It's a great factor, specifically in the beginning, that can help you, but it doesn't create results by itself. Because I can be crazy excited, but if I talk nonsense, if I talk very low quality information, because maybe I don't know how to talk to, or maybe I'm limited with the information I possess, then what happens? My excitement is just a little part of it. But the reality is that the information is the key. What they are going to receive in order for them to decide like, hey, that's interesting, or I'm not interested about it at all, right? So what we are doing here is we are looking into a duplicatable system where you can share specific information with people that are high quality information, that are proven, and that gives the information that those people really need in order for them to say like, hey, I'm interested, I'm not interested. It is interesting, it is not interesting. Because the reality is, even if you talk with a professional in New Hope Global, and I believe we have a lot of professionals in New Hope Global, specifically those partners who are with us for a longer time, they will tell you information in 3 or 5 minutes that someone who is just getting started will struggle to share with someone in an hour. But the reality is that someone who is struggling to share the same quality of information and the same points to get across to the person in 1 hour is that this person is going to kind of like get bored already in 1 hour. Like listening to this long information for them to extract these 3 minutes that someone who is a real professional can say this, and that's all. And they're going to be like, oh, that's amazing. I'm interested. I need to know more. I need to learn more. I want to do this. I want to use this product. I want to do this business. Right? So what we are doing is basically we have created a duplicatable system that is, first of all, verified. What does that mean? It means all the information that are going to be shared and be available for you are, number one, compliant. That means we are not going to be saying the crazy stuff like, oh, you know, this product cures this, or this product does this, because we already learned through the years that we can get any customer we want with saying proper wording. You see what I'm saying? That's the first stuff. The second one is the quality of this information, right? It's important to understand what do you say about it, because I hear sometimes when people, ask like, hey, tell me more about this product. Well, it's kind of like it's a supplement, it's kind of like a drink. You can use it as drops, and it's very nice. It tastes very good. It's very nice. You know what people want to say to you sometimes? Just cut the things off and go to the point. Just tell me, I mean, why is that product for me? Like, what is it something? What is the value that I can say it will enhance my life? It will make my life better. Right? But then when they're asked the real question, tell me what are the benefits? Well, it's supposed to be good for the energy, or it's supposed to be good for cognitive function, or for memory, but I don't really know, because I'm just getting started and I have not received all this information, or I have not learned all this information. Well, you know what, let me call someone who can tell you more. How many of you agree this is very, very, very low professional way of trying to get your customers, or your partners? But on the other side, unfortunately, it happens in majority. It happens in majority. We have to be aware of that. So we all agree that this is like a kind of like a very low professional way of starting, but on the other side, it's majority. So what we are doing is like, we are like, hey, you know what? People do not need to struggle that way. They do not need to have that kind of hard beginnings for them to be able to just broadcast the proper information. Right? So what we are doing is we are creating specific content-based pages. Okay? And listen to me right now. For example, you're going to have a content-based page focused on business. Content-based page, how to make extra so much, how to make extra money, how to make, financial freedom, how to make this, different stuff. And also on the product, also on the lifestyle, also on any other stuff. And then what happens is, listen to me right now. So you're gonna be able to have all this as a system inside your back office, or your whatever is called your account, and everything is connected through your referral code as well. So basically what will happen is, let's say, I don't know, you have a page talking about the business. All right. And then what is going to happen? Listen to me, because it's so brilliant. It's so easy, but it's so brilliant. What is going to happen is you're going to send this link. I'm just giving you an example right now, Oyebola, right? And she's going to be like, you know what? Let me send this page that's talking about how to start your own business from home, for example, to Vincent. So Oyebola sends it. Hey, Vincent, check out, this is the link. She does that. And then when he clicks the link, because it's her referral link, right? Now, one thing what happens is, when he clicks this link, Oyebola's referral is going to be saved to Vincent device for 365 days. What does that mean? It means anytime over the next 365 days, Vincent is going to get back and try to do registration on this website, she's going to be a referral, because she was the first one and she deserves to be rewarded. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing, and I'm just giving you a quick overview, guys. Like, we're gonna have like a bigger training on that once this is ready and so on. But the second thing is that, no, for example, Vincent is reading right through this page, like, how great is to work from home, how to make money, and this. And at some point, listen to that. At some point, he gets a pop-up. hey, we have a special offer for you. No, we're going to have different types of things. Sometimes it's just going to be like, do you want to learn much more about how to work from home? Fill out your information and we're going to send you a free ebook, 10 pages book on basics of how to work from home. Now, question to everybody of you. How many of you would then like to get this free ebook? Or like a free coupon that you can use on our website maybe over the next 24 hours? If we talk about maybe like a product page, right? So here's what happens. When Vincent fills up the pop-up, says like, this is my name, this is my email, this is my phone number, send it to me. The same moment, you get a lead inside your back office, inside your account. You see, this is Vincent, this is his phone number, this is his email, this is his name. No, he's not a member of New Hope Global yet, but he's one of your potential customers or partners going forward, right? And this even gets better. So no, of course he can go and he said like, hey, oh, I'm interested. Let me just, create your own account and start making money. Okay. Let's say he does that at the next step. So if he does that, now our system is automatically going to, it's a smart system. So it's going to automatically change your lead and it's going to convert it inside the member. It's all connected. So you just had Vincent like creating, your lead. And maybe just in the next few minutes, because he was so excited when he kept reading on this specific page, he's like, let me just create my account. Okay. He created an account. He's still referred by you, right? And then you're going to see that you got a lead and you already converted a lead inside the customer. Or whatever it's going to be. If he's going to place someone, he's going to be a customer. If he's going to create his link, he's going to be participant. Whatever he's going to be, you're actually going to see lifetime update where this person is. Okay? So you can basically, you're going to be able to create a history of like everything. Like, oh, someone maybe a year ago just came into my lead system and today is 5-star partner. Beautiful. You see what I'm saying? So you'll be able to track all those things. So I wanted just to quickly share this thing because I think it's a great way to enhance your business. It's a great way to basically, like I said, give proper quality information in the best possible way. That will actually be what we try to do for you guys is we try to improve your conversion rate. You still need to do your thing. You still need to do your things. You still need to talk to people. You still need to share those kind of things. But we try to go in between and help you guys to increase your conversion. Right? And of course, then those things are going to be available in different languages and all those kind of stuff. So again, don't ask me. At some point, it might even be a paid system, to be honest. It depends on like, how big this is going to grow or all those kind of stuff. But this is a tool that is worthy a lot, to be honest. And we are investing a lot of it inside because we want to make sure that our partners has the best. So anyone have any feedbacks on that? Have any questions quickly on that before we kind of like move a little bit forward and get to the kind of the last part of today's training? Anyone have anything to add, anything to ask, anything to say for now? How do you feel about it? Is that something that is interesting or it's not? Feel free to unmute yourself. I think Alexander is here.
Can I say something about
Absolutely.
it? Hello, Dino. Hello to everyone. I think this is the one of the greatest thing I ever imagined to be a part of. And thank you for that, because I know one thing. I know how to guide people to get good, but system is the much better than every one of us will ever make it. And thank you for that. I think that's a great. That's it.
That's right. That's right. You're welcome. No, it's just nice. It's nice to see, you know, some of those things. And I think if I can quickly just pull up my screen, I will see if I can. If I have it here on my computer right now, then I'll just quickly show you. And then aside of that, if there are any other questions, feel free to come up because we're gonna finish up a little bit earlier today. I mean earlier. We're already like 40 minutes anyway, but let me see if I can quickly just pull up something just to kind of like show you. Let me see. Quickly, if I have that. All right. All right, let me put it out here. Just give me a second. Let me just see if I can pull it up, whatever I want to pull up. Let's see. Okay. Any questions while I'm looking for that? Feel free to put it down in the comments.
Dino, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
People in my organization have a problem with new site
Uh-huh.
with personal link.
Okay. I believe this, as we spoke right now, it has been already fixed because I've seen it that the IT was working on it, and I believe it's, and I can actually check it right now because I just have the website open. I see it right now. It's fine.
Okay.
So you mean the link, right? The sharing link. When you copy it, it
Yes.
was just the
Yes.
username instead of
Yes.
the full link, right? Yep. That's done. That has been fixed. So it has been done. All right, cool. So let me see. Yeah, let me see if I can quickly share this. Okay. Okay. There we go. Here we are. That's one of our on one of the test accounts. All right, cool. So for example, you're gonna have like a simple system where you're going to see like you know your leads if they, I don't know, if they got any coupon or whatever offers, like, you know, like I said, if it's going to be like you know, any other claimed offer and all those kind of stuff. And then this will all work automatically. So basically, for example, it's gonna tell you who is the lead, who actually became, you know, the customer, what's your conversion rate, and all those kind of stuff. And then you're gonna have like your referral leads. Like for example, you see, you're gonna see the different leads here. I have this like some of the tests here, and you're gonna see status, you know, if it's convert or no, with the subscriber, whatever is their status, if they convert already from the lead to the actual user, if they're gonna buy something through these offers, they're also going to see that. Then you're also gonna have more details on the specific lead, right? So you're gonna be able to click on it, and you're gonna be able to basically let me see if, again, this is still in kind of like in development. So but yeah, so you're gonna be able to see much more stuff, you know, like if there's any like the offers, you know, you're gonna see the timeline, you're gonna be able to add notes. Okay, this is the note about this user, right? You're gonna be able to do that. Again, you know, you're going to be able to see the, you know, the contact information. So all this kind of stuff. See what I'm saying? That is basically going to be there and being able to do so. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a great way of you know, they're gonna have you're gonna have specific sharing link for the specific lead, specific funnels and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, very very cool stuff. And again, you know, we are developing that with within our company. So it's nothing that you know, we are going to expose any one of you to any kind of like you know, any other information or something, which is pretty cool. But I think it's going to help many people a lot. So that's a big part of it that we are doing. The other thing is that, I don't know if you noticed, let me just quickly share that as well, is that we also improved something on the on this technical part when it comes to creating new account. There has been kind of like we've been working on the things and following through the feedbacks, and you know, there has been kind of like sometimes people had a little bit harder time to find, you know, the referrer. Like, you know, they knew, like, I don't know, your name or something, but they could not know your referrer or something like that. So we also added something here. Let me quickly show you that as well. And that's you know, one thing that you guys are all going to notice as well. But see, we added something here. Let me see. Okay, we need to have the email address. Let me see. We can do that. Okay, let me see if I can bypass this somehow. Okay, I believe I can. So you already know, you know, this is our registration process, but we added here, now you can basically look for referral. So for example, if you're gonna put in here, I don't know, let's say, I saw Ebola on the call before. So if there would be a username on that, right, then you would find it. Like, for example, I know Alexander is here. See if it's going to see. So it's going to search by username, but you're gonna be able to see basically who is you know, who is behind it. So it's just an extra feature, like for someone, you know, to make sure that the person that you're looking for is the correct one, right? And then once you put it in, you're gonna see basically you know, that person and so on. So just wanted to also show you that, so you can see that there are some things that we added just to make things easier for everybody. All right, anyone else have any other question before we get off this call today? Today was a little bit more about, you know, as you learned some of the things that we spoke, and hopefully that that gives you also some things to even you know, look forward to. And it's something that is going to help you build your business faster, stronger, of course. But again, everything starts with us, starts with our decision that we want to do something, we want to make some changes, we want to impact some lives and all those kind of things. That's how it starts. But we also need to understand and need to know that we need to have some kind of vehicle. And the better vehicle we have, faster and better we can go towards our goals and dreams, right? So hopefully this gives you, you know, a good vehicle for you to be able to say, hey, you know what, that's pretty interesting. You know, I need to learn some other stuff, but this is something that I can actually use. So if not any further questions, then I would just say thank you so much for being here. Of course, you know, feel free to take all this information through your team and make sure that we also have this recording of these specific trainings also on every Tuesday on our Facebook page and some other channels we do as well. So you can always go and rewatch or share this with other people as well. But other than that, it was nice seeing you again. Thank you everybody joining up here. And don't forget, tomorrow we have a leadership training. What is that? We do that once every month, okay? And tomorrow is the first Wednesday of the month. and you don't want to miss these things, and your partners do not want to miss this thing. This is like it's like a once a month thing, where we talk leadership stuff, where we share a lot of different perspective, ideas, information, and you don't want to miss that. So tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central European time, we talk about Central European time, but just please convert it to whichever timeline you are. Depends on where you are, but I know most of the people who are here are on Central European time. So 8 p.m. we start with that. So make sure to join in a few minutes before that. Invite any of your partners, potential partners. This call is open for everybody, even if someone is not part of our community yet, but just want to learn or just check it out and see what we do and leadership topics, and just be better. It's free education, so I would definitely like those people who really understand this business that way. You could even use this as your recruiting tool. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but that's actually could be your recruiting tool. Imagine if you have in your mind like 3, 4, 5 people that are kind of like, you don't know if they're going to do the business, you don't know if they're actually looking for doing something extra or something, but you tell them, hey, you know what, just come and join this leadership training, see and learn from the people there, and see if something that it's going to enhance your life. I can guarantee you some people are gonna be like, hey, you know what? Like, I like what I heard. Like, I want to learn more. I want to be part of this community. There we go. It's your recruiting tool. But it's just up to you to understand it that way and think about it that way and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna invite people. Tomorrow I'm gonna have 5. I'm gonna have 10 people. Let them check out this leadership training and see if that's something for them. So anyway, looking forward to see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central European time. We also do have in simultaneous translations as every single month to the countries, I mean, to the languages that we support greatly also from the company side already. But I'm sure that some of you might be like, hey, you know what, like, but at some point I want to have any other language. Feel free, become a leader, reach out, say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take it off on myself. I'm going to translate to this language because this is my language or whatever. You can always do that as well. But anyway, we'll see you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central European time, leadership development call, as we call it. And can't wait to share another great informations with all of you guys. So thank you so much. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.